Honorable Speaker, sir, thank you so much for giving me this time. Taking this privilege, I want to share a few personal thoughts and suggestions in this August House on job and technical reservation policy, Government of Nagaland. Before I go into detail, I want everyone to know that whatever I'm going to say or speak regarding reservation policy, it is all my personal view and has nothing to do with any tribes or communities' suggestion or demand. With the blessing of our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. NPP Rhutso, through his flagship program of Chief Minister's Mobile Operation Theatre, I have traveled, treated, and seen the plight of all the different tribes, social, health, education, and economic status, with limited or no facilities and opportunities to improve these parameters for a comfortable day-to-day life. There are many voiceless people in all the Naga tribes, both in the so-called advanced tribes and the backward tribes. Honorable Speaker, sir, these voiceless and underprivileged Naga brothers and sisters are suffering silently. It is our responsibility, so-called the advantaged or the privileged group, from both the advanced and the backward tribe, to be honest and have some empathy, so that we do not take away or steal their share or reservation with which our government is trying to uplift them to be at par with us in the near future. As per my observation, 70 to 80% of the advanced tribe and 10 to 20% of the backward tribe have all the parameters available to them and their children for a comfortable life. They can be called the creamy layer of our society. Speaker, sir, on the other hand, 20 to 30% of the advanced tribe and 80 to 90% of the BT cannot compete with the rest of the tribes due to various disadvantages, mainly during their course of education and lack of exposure to gain further knowledge and confidence, so they remain the voiceless section in our Naga society. I therefore feel it is my responsibility to be the voice of the voiceless brothers and sisters, being the MLA from the capital of the state, representing all the Naga tribes. Let us recapitulate or remind ourselves about job and technical reservation policy of the government of Nagaland since 1977. In 1977, 25% BT reservation for 7 tribes in grade 3 and grade 4 posts was introduced. The tribes are Konyak, Cham, Sangtan, Hom, Kemangan, Yumchinger, and this reservation was for a period of 10 years, that is up to 31st December 1987. In 1979, Tseilhoutuo tribe was included as the 8th tribe under BT reservation and increased the percentage to 33%. During this time, the technical and gazetted posts were also included, and the reservation was till 31st December 1987. From 87 to 89, there was some review of BT reservation, and on 28th September 1989, an order was issued that BT reservation will continue till further on. In 1994, Puchuri tribe was recognized and included as the 9th tribe under reservation. However, there was no increase in the percentage of reservation since Puchuri was considered Chakasan till then. 2007 to 8, Madam Banu Committee on BT Reservation Policy recommended 25% reservation for the 6 tribes of the Eastern Nagas and 12% for the other 4 tribes called Chagasan, Puchuri, Zeliang, and the Sumis of Tikri. In 2008, Krilekevitsuza Committee recommended for extending 15 years more for the BT reservation. So that is supposed to conclude in 2023. In 2015, backlog system was notified. The vacancy or the post reserved for a particular tribe remains vacant till such time as suitable and a qualified candidate from that reserve tribe fills up the vacancy. In 2022, our Tikir tribe was recognized. However, there was no increase in the 25% reservation for the Eastern Brothers, since the Tikir tribe was considered as Yumchinger, now called Yunkim. In 2022, the State Cabinet decided to review the process of job reservation policy once the census is completed. Speaker, sir, after 48 years of BT reservation, we all know there is a huge disparity between the so-called the advanced and the backward tribe in number and percentage of total employee in the government. The question here is, do the lower socio-economic section, that is 20 to 30% of the advanced tribe, getting the benefit of the 60 to 63% of posts in the general category? The answer is a big no. It is enjoyed by the most well-off section of the advanced tribe. Allow me to ask similar question regarding the underprivileged socio-economic section, 80 to 90% of the backward tribe, if they are benefiting from the 37 BT reservation on employment and technical studies. The answer here is also obviously another big no. The benefits are enjoyed by the creamy layer of the backward tribe, defeating the very purpose of jobs and technical study, reservation for of the government's good policy. Speaker, sir, it pains me on one hand to hear and see that within the same Naga family, 5 tribes are called advanced tribe, who still have the advanced tribe, who still have section of people, 20 to 30%, who are barely managing 2 square meals a day. And on the other hand, the 10 tribes, so-called backward tribes, who have a section of people, 10 to 20%, who can have anything under the sky, depriving the majority, 80 to 90% of the backward tribe, from availing the benefit of the government's good policy. When, with all these socio-economic inequalities, both in the AT and BT, I would like to suggest the following measures so that the weaker section of both the AT and BT are handheld and given equal opportunities. Suggestion 1, A. Let's stop using within our Naga family the term advanced tribe and backward tribe. Rather, I would suggest general category called GC, which will include the well-off section of the advanced tribe plus the creamy layer of the backward tribe. And the reservation category called RC, which will include the underprivileged section of both the advanced and the backward tribe. The government may come out with a criteria for division between the GC and the RC. However, I have a suggestion here, Speaker, sir. I will suggest to categorize as an example. For example, GC. GC can be, general category can be anyone employed as grade 3 and above. Direct recruitment, maybe NSSB, MPSC or UPSC. Or having, not employed, yet having an annual income of more than 8 to 10 lakhs. This is just a figure I'm just giving from all sources. The government may decide. Or for that matter, reserve category, they call the RC, farmers, cultivators, grade 4 and below. Those who are on just fixed pay, bigger fixed pay. Or annual income of less than 8 lakhs from all sources. Here I have included education from government school, at least class 7 to 10. I would like to explain on this, but due to shortage of time, if we include this education from at least from 7 to 10, the people in the RC group will definitely enroll more in the government school. The education department will have thousands of enrollment, and the teachers, the well-qualified teachers who are paid well, will give dedicated service, I believe. Number 2, under suggestion A, reservation may be divided into 50-50, not 63-37. We cannot expect equality by giving 37 to one section and 63 to the other section. The application form should have a column and let the applicant choose whether he wants to take GC or RC. If you choose GC, general category, not much scrutiny or bond required to sign. But if any candidate choose RC, that is a reserve category. A bond may be signed with a declaration that if any of the informations or particulars submitted are found to be false, the result may be declared void, invalid, or cancelled, even if selected. Here, I would like to give another suggestion, that is suggestion B. If Still, our people don't agree to RC and GC, and we want to continue using AT and BT. Let us divide the job or technical vacancies still into 50-50%. And this 50-50%, both AT and BT may further reserve within their own category into 40-10, 35-15, 30-20, or even 25-25, so that the privileged or the creamy layer do not completely deprive the underprivileged section in their own category. Suggestion C, the result declaration of employment through exams like departmental, NSSB, or NPC should be on merit basis, whether it is GC, RC, or AT-BT with 50-50. Here, what we usually see is the BTs are declared at the bottom of the result. If their performance is merit, let them be top 1, top 2. My suggestion number D is, I'm aware of the reservation of 5% for sports and 3% for the disabled. Yet, I have not included in the suggested arrangement, since I believe if any such applicant or candidate is selected, he or she can be well accommodated within the 50-50 reservation, whether we follow GC, RC, or AT-BT. Suggestion E, regarding the backlog vacancy. If a tribe for whom a seat or post is reserved could not qualify, the seat or post may be given to the next tribe in line with the tribe who missed the opportunity as the first choice for the next vacancy. By following this system, the qualified candidate in the second tribe or the next tribe not only gets the opportunity early, but also avoid being overaged if he or she was about to be. The tribe who missed the first opportunity, even if availed the second or the next vacancy, it does not affect the third tribe in line, since it is supposed to get only in the third vacancy, and so on. Therefore, I would like to suggest a change in the backlog vacancy if this House agrees. My suggestion F, NSSB candidate to become NPC candidate. If a candidate availed under BT or RC during NSSB selection and wants to upgrade his or her employment status by appearing exam through NPSC, he or she should be barred to appear as RC or BT candidate, but as general category or backward creamy layer as suggested in suggestion B. My suggestion G is NEET and G and other higher technical studies. Those selected through reserve category quota for any technical study under NEET or G should not be given another reservation in MPC or NSSB. Here to support my point. To support this point, we all know that both general category and reserve category selected candidate, if sent to a college together, they will be studying the same textbooks, taught by the same professors, under the same university, with the same duration or course of study. And when they return, by another reservation for a group of qualified professionals. Our government, our people deserve the best professionals, be it doctors, engineers, or ITs. Please, no reservation when it comes to professional service. We need the best qualified professionals who are reliable and are government's assets. In short, the government should give only one chance or time of reservation category quota to one candidate. When we are trying to remove the creamy layer from the reservation category quota, why others should be allowed to get 2-3 times reservation facilities? Speaker, sir, I'm concluding. We all know the target visit Nagaland or visit Bharat by 2047. We still have 22 years with us. The disparity in the percentage or the number of employees between the haves and the have-nots is huge now, but the imbalance in the number of employees will reduce with retirement, and with 50-50 general category and reserve category system, it will bring equality in the next 22 years to make sure this Nagaland. To conclude, let me remind ourselves of the 3 types of people according to the Greek. The idiots, who think and work only for self and family. The tribesmen, who think and work only for their clan and tribes. Citizens, who think inclusive, selfless, and work for the common good of the society. We all know we have more idiots, less tribesmen, and very little citizens. Everyone present in this August House, the 60 members, the Chief Secretary, the DGP, the NLA Secretary and her staff, the AHODs and the HODs, let us all serve our people as citizens. Thank you, Speaker Sir, for your generosity of time.